If we were to compare the expectations from a student, let's say 20 to 30 years ago, to the expectations from a student now, then it's no surprise that our shift of reality into this virtual world has put us in quite a conundrum. On top of that, conversing in multiple languages, learning how to code, or mastering a musical instrument are a mere glimpse of things that a student does these days in order to make his or her profile holistic. I personally see a very structured life planned out for myself as a student. And what happens as each day passes by is that I've let my own creativity get drowned within all this cognitive workload. And I'm sure that there are a lot of you out there who have done the same thing. We are expected to think out of the box, but within the constraints of our monotony, I don't see how some people even have the thinking capacity to think within the box. I mean, it's quite ironic. Ultimately, some of us seek the easy way out and start chasing success on paper. Let me give you a personal example of this. I remember at the start of 10th grade, I saw my grades fall drastically. Naturally, I approached my teachers, and you can guess what happened next. By the end of that session, I was already on a phone call with my guitar class asking them for a refund. The posters on my wall were replaced by formula sheets, and my journal was replaced by my daily planner. This may seem like a huge, maybe even unnecessary leap, but at the time I was so proud of myself for prioritizing my exams. Gradually, the number on my glasses and the weighing scale increased. And yes, I was briefly disheartened, but I reassured myself that it'll all be worth it one day. This went on until the next 7 months when my results finally came. For a second, I was so happy. I was on the top of the world. And by the end of that day, I felt as hollow as a drum. I mean, the subject that I had scored the highest in is a subject that 29.6% of the candidates had scored high in as well. I mean, so much for being exceptionally hardworking, right? I had done exactly what my teachers had expected me to do in promise of satisfaction, and all I felt was momentary joy. So naturally, that night, one of my 3 a.m. thoughts included that was I guided incorrectly, or did my misinterpretation of the guidance that was given to me led me to associating a very intangible feeling of happiness with a very tangible mark sheet. Right then and there, I had a life-changing epiphany. I was targeting the education system for my own personal failure. I was targeting those universities that want a perfect application and those employers with their need of an employee with some experience. However, what I failed to understand was that I was perceiving education in the wrong manner. I was, and even if we perfect the academic world around us, the rest of the world would always remain flawed. Well, why is that? Well, it's because we look at education as a gateway to our careers, whereas it is something that forms us. We complain that our education system does not provide us with enough exposure, but that's only because we expect it to do all the work and make us an ideal version that will appeal to the society. We look at education that it is something that it will help us to move from one step of our life to the other, for example, from a university to a company. But if it were really that way, then why is employability such a pressing issue around the world? For instance, take India. As of December 2019, the consensus of the rate of employability show that 53.8% of the graduates were not even employable. We always hear people talk about their new lifestyle, about the new normal. But what I see is that people are just trying to incorporate their old lifestyle into their new normal. We will never achieve a new normal if we don't let go of our conventional methods that are tried and trusted but half as effective. A quote by a futurist and the writer of the Future Shock, Alvin Toffler, reads that the secret message communicated to most of the young people by the society around them is that they are not needed, is that the society will run itself quite nicely until they, at some distant point in the future, will take over the reins. Yet the fact is that the society is not running itself quite nicely. My point is that the purpose of education is to open the windows of the mind. And the best part is that you can choose your own view. You can choose to view a structured, unwavering course of your life, or you can let yourself picture another dimension where you let your uniqueness add value to the system, where restrictions created by time are not bound to you. I mean, time is an illusion after all, right?